With the Disneynature films, you basically know what to expect at this point. They often consist of stunning wildlife footage narrated by a well-known actor and a narrative placed on top. Sometimes they present facts, and other points narration can be goofy. The main appeal comes from seeing the animals, though, and how they thrive and survive in their natural environments. Sea Lions of the Galapagos continues that formula with a narration by Brendan Fraser that begins making cutesy remarks and then eventually starts telling us actual information. However, the footage remains stunning and interest is kept throughout as we watch the sea lion grow up. One of the strong points of the Disneynature films is seeing what the camera crew has filmed as they follow the animals. It's easy to get swept up in the imagery and seeing the locations that feel untouched by man, even though we know there's an entire crew of people standing behind the camera and watching the animals. And with how much Sea Lions of the Galapagos is set on water or underwater, what's shown is especially beautiful and awe-inspiring. It's almost relaxing watching Leo the sea lion swim his way through the Galapagos and getting to see the various animals he comes across. These films are edited to present a certain narrative, something Disney has been doing since the True Life Adventures. However, the story is really more of a backdrop to stitch all the footage together. At first, Brendan Fraser's narration can be a bit much as it relies on him making cuddly remarks about the sea lions and seems pitched to a younger audience. However, after a while, the film does remember this is meant to be somewhat educational, and we get some facts about sea lions and their environment. The film gives us a decent variety of images beyond just the sea lions swimming and flopping about. There's an assortment of animals, the most memorable being some albatrosses on a rock and the unique mating rituals. Just seeing those birds with their funny beaks brings a smile. We also get to see a lot of the environment of the Galapagos Islands with some particularly amazing shots of a volcano erupting. So the filmmakers recognize their nature film needs more than just sea lions to retain interest. Sea Lions of the Galapagos marks the directing debut of Hugh Wilson, who's worked on the production of several nature documentaries, and he understands what's required of these, making something that just showcases the animals and scenery without too much flashiness. Sea Lions of the Galapagos does not depart heavily from the Disneynature formula, but it does its job suitably enough. It manages to whisk the audience away to this place most probably won't venture off to, although the highlight comes not necessarily from the titular sea lions, but rather what's happening around them as we take in the scenery and the animals they come across. What's nice about these Disneynature films is not only their ability to allow us to see these animals up close without disturbing them, but also the necessity to make sure nature and the environment stay preserved. At a time when environmental destruction remains a concern, films like this show why nature needs protecting, or we risk losing something beautiful and important to our planet.